Hi, my name's Gage, and I'm going to be doing an anatomy of a scene on the 1999 blockbuster hit The Matrix, one of my personal favorites, starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss. This is going to be directed by the Wachowski brothers, former Wachowski brothers. They're actually now known as the Wachowski sisters, Lena and Lily. It was also edited by Zack Steinberg here. Fantastic editor who also did Lord of War, another one of my favorites, and Police Academy. He ended up winning the Oscar for editing in The Matrix as well. Matrix ended up winning 4 Oscars that year, so kind of shows you what type of a movie we're dealing with, a fantastic one. I'm going to do the scene of the shootouts in the lobby, which is near the end of the Matrix film here. I'm going to be talking about editing. Editing is the art and technique from which the editor selects, arranges, and assembles the visual, sound, and special effects to tell a story. So we're going to be going over some different techniques used in this scene. To kind of set it up, Trinity and Neo are going to save Morpheus from a building that's heavily infested with enemies. But at this point, Neo is fully kind of coming into his powers and a lot more confident. As you can see, there's barely going to be any words spoken in this scene. It's going to be pretty much straight action, but there's a lot of great editing techniques used. So let's jump into it.
Please remove any metallic items you're carrying, keys, loose change. Holy shit! Ugh. Back up! Stand back up!
I'm going to pause it here already. You've seen a couple different editing techniques. The biggest one, in my opinion, being the rhythmic editing. You can just see that every shot is really quick, 2 to 3 seconds. This just shows the pace that they want to go. They want to keep that fast, high thrill suspense of a shootout. So you're not going to see a lot of long shots on somebody or really have time to be aware of your surroundings. It's just going to be shot, 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 figuratively and literally. I'm going to pause it here again to note some of the temporal editing used. They did it a little bit at the beginning of this scene when Neo palm hit the guy in the chest and it slowed down everything. They love doing that in The Matrix. They love playing with time and temporal editing to change kind of the pace or the coolness of some of the fight scenes and things. So again, Trinity there's running on the wall in slow motion, dodging bullets, doing a whole flip over, which obviously looks amazing. Especially back in the 90s when this was happening, a lot of the choreography and scenes done in The Matrix were kind of, I would say, I guess, ahead of their time maybe. But also you'll be seeing a lot of the graphic editing go through where the whole building of this shootout just changes from a peaceful, normal, corporate-looking building to an insane war zone. also safe to say that you thought stormtroopers had the worst aim until you've seen this guy. Temporal editing going in with the cartwheel. Love the little slide at the end too, and then the silent walk off as if that was nothing. I mean, you just can't get much more badass than that. And then now look at this building too, just absolutely crumbled to pieces. So I wanted to pick that scene because it goes through pretty much all the techniques of editing. Spatial is in there too, just connecting, all the small pieces into one whole scene. Unfortunately, they didn't do much cross-cutting in this particular scene, but throughout the movie of The Matrix, since they are dealing with them being in one world and then entering into another, but their body still being in the original world, if that makes sense, cross-cutting is very prevalent in this movie and done amazingly, as is all the editing techniques. But yeah, so that's been my anatomy of a scene. I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope this has convinced you to watch the whole trilogy of The Matrix, which is one of my favorite of all time. Thank you.